We have a CBC News exclusive for you now. A flight attendant is suing Delta Airlines over that fiery crash in February at Toronto's Pearson Airport. The plaintiff says she was severely injured in the incident, and she blames her employer for allegedly cutting corners when it comes to passenger safety. The CBC's Thomas Daigle has more.
Delta Airlines is facing a growing number of lawsuits, at least 19 of them in connection with that crash here in Toronto back in February. The most recent one, filed this week in a U.S. federal court in Michigan, is from flight attendant Vanessa Miles. She was on Delta Flight 4819 from Minneapolis, but she wasn't on duty. Rather, Miles says she was a passenger on her way to her next assignment. So when that plane went down, skidded across the runway, came to a stop on its roof, Miles says she lost consciousness, dropped from the ceiling, says she was covered in jet fuel and suffered a series of injuries, including a broken shoulder as well as injuries to her back and knees. She says she now suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, and she blames Delta Airlines and her employer, Delta's subsidiary, Endeavor Air, which was operating that flight. Here's what her lawsuit says. This accident was caused, at least in part, by defendants knowingly assigning an inexperienced and inadequately trained pilot to operate the flight, demonstrating a reckless disregard for passenger safety in pursuit of operational efficiency. Defendants cut corners on safety by rushing pilots through training programs and knowingly putting passengers at risk. The complaint also says Delta and Endeavor failed to properly maintain the plane's landing gear or to establish proper emergency response procedures. A spokesperson for Delta wouldn't comment directly on this case, but she said that both the captain and first officer are qualified and FAA certified for their positions. Canada's Transportation Safety Board previously said that it was the less experienced first officer who was operating that Bombardier jet, not the captain. The airlines have not yet responded in court to this latest lawsuit. The TSB, though, is still looking into what caused the crash and expects to issue a final report next year. Thomas Daigle, CBC News, Toronto.